important muscle for pregnant and postpartum women. When you are pregnant and the belly starts to grow, it changes where and how your rib cage sits. So training this muscle in pregnancy is going to be incredibly helpful when it comes to that postpartum recovery. Now in postpartum, getting strong in this area can help prevent, treat, and help with pain, diastasis, symptoms of postpartum. Okay, so what muscle am I talking about? I'm talking about the serratus anterior, a muscle that sits right under this armpit and helps connect both to the rib cage and your obliques. This muscle is incredibly important for rib cage position, rib cage mobility, shoulder blade positioning, breathing, intra-abdominal pressure, and is often either not trained or kind of unknown, right? So training this muscle is going to be critical for helping solve a lot of our postpartum symptoms. Oftentimes, and it happened with myself, pelvic floor PT is great, but it wasn't the full solution that I needed, because I needed things like, I needed somebody to be able to help me train my serratus, to help optimize my pelvic floor a little bit better. So often we need to make sure all the pieces are connected and strong. I do have a serratus workout that is multiple exercises that can really help train the serratus. They can be very helpful if you're getting back and chest tightness from nursing or feeding or holding a baby. So really great for some of that as well, to help kind of loosen things up. But today I'm just going to show you one simple exercise. We are doing scap push-ups. And you can do this from a countertop, you can do this from a bench like this, or you can even do this from the floor. If you do it from the bench or even a countertop, you want to make sure that you find that good pelvic positioning. Same thing on the floor, it'll just come a little bit more naturally. Here on the bench or a countertop, you're going to have to think about it a little bit. Okay, so now my abs are slightly engaged. I have a nice flat back. I'm pushing back into my hips slightly. I'm going to have my hands parallel to each other. Elbows are shoulder width apart. So I'm not clasping my hands in front. I'm keeping that nice straight line from my shoulder. Without chicken pecking your head, you're going to keep that spine in line. As you lower towards the bench, thinking about the shoulder blades coming together and pinching at your spine. And then we're just going to push away through our elbows, through our armpits, lifting out of that position, making sure you don't round your back to do it. Okay, and then lowering down, squeeze those shoulder blades together as you exhale. Inhale here, exhale to push back through. Again, we're targeting a muscle right here. So as you push away from the bench, you really want to think about pushing out of that armpit and away from your elbows. Give this a try, see if it helps alleviate some of the back pain, see if you can feel that serratus work to push you away from the bench, and give it a shot. And try to start strengthening that serratus, whether you're pregnant or in postpartum, because it really will make a difference for rib flare, diastasis, leaking, and getting good breath in your exercises, or just as you heal postpartum.